Valve's new Steam Machine price leaks are raising eyebrows, people, because this thing is reportedly going to cost more than a PlayStation or an Xbox. And that changes the entire conversation. If you're asking console level money plus a premium, then the hardware performance and Steam verification constraints suddenly matter a lot more. This isn't just Valve making a PC like console again, it's Valve betting that players will pay extra for the Steam ecosystem. The real question is, will they?
Are you not entertained?
Here's why the price matters so much. If Valve's new Steam machine really launches around PlayStation and Xbox prices plus a little extra, it can't afford to feel like a console style PC. Hardware limits, power targets, and Steam verification rules, Valve has to balance performance with cohesiveness. And that's where speculativeness, goddamn, why speculativeness kicks in. Console success because they succeed because they're simple and affordable. PC succeeds because they're flexible. This device is kind of stuck in the middle. So let me know in the comments right now, would you pay more than a PlayStation or Series X for a Steam machine? Or is Valve pricing itself into a niche only type of a hardware? Let us know down in the comments down below.
Yeah. So let's break this down. We have two huge details to go over. The pricing of the machine leaking and a Valve employee pretty much giving kudos that hey, the verification will be a lot easier on both ends for the consumer and the developer. Now there's a Czech retailer where majority of the industry is getting this news from, 950 for the 512 model and 1070 for the 2 terabyte.
Damn, plus
That is a
tax.
lot.
That's
Plus
without
tax.
tax. Oh no,
That's without
no,
tax. That is
shit,
the
this shit
base
is
one.
never gonna be in my living room, people. Tell you that right now.
People have argued that that is probably their pricing and currency conversion has not been applied to it. You have a lot
Oh,
of people who are still speculating on the $600 to $800 model
come
for
on
the
now, come
system.
on now.
And I just want to say we
Please.
are
Yeah,
past the point
baby,
of dreaming
let it
and
go.
having rose tinted glasses on.
Let it go.
The economy as a whole is in the shitter. RAM prices, chip prices, shipping bottleneck. Everything is going bad right now. This is possibly the worst time that Valve could be trying to pull something off like this. But as the old saying goes, the cat is out of the bag and there is no pulling back.
Mhm.
But I'm going to say this 800 seems to be, for lack of a better word, the sweet spot or
Oh,
the full barrier that regular consumers, whether it be enthusiasts to the little casual to the weekend warrior, is what they'll be possibly comfortable paying this shit.
wait, okay,
Hold
not
up,
to cut you
hold up,
off, wait, but
go
like,
on.
we you say that as we're as consumers now, right now in 2026, we are all
Mhm.
okay with $800 for a gaming system. We're okay with that?
No,
I didn't
no,
know
no.
I didn't know we were okay with that.
No, no, no. I wasn't done before I got my sentence full finished. $800 for a mid range esque PC. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
yeah.
Whew,
That's that.
listen.
That's what Valve. Yeah, that's what Valve positioned this as when it was originally
Okay,
announced. That it
yeah,
is
okay.
it is the equivalency of a mid range PC. No matter
Okay,
how they dressed it and designed it, how they use console like euphemism, etc. This is still a PC. But
okay.
in this economy,
Bitch, I
800
was
seems to
nervous.
be. Oh yeah, yeah, no, 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 no.
I was
I
like,
mean,
I did
well,
not know we okayed this. Us as a community need a meeting
PlayStation,
right now.
Xbox is at 800, and
We
no
need a
one's okay with
meeting
that.
right now, people. If we're okay with $800, let's bring the congregation in, baby. Town hall meeting, cause
Call Sandra from HR. Get
yeah,
her in here.
shit. But continue,
But
continue.
from what I have read online, and then even to myself, and this is one of the reasons I have had an issue going the full traditional PC route, is the cost. Now, I understand people in the comments, well, you guys did a breakdown video, and yes, we did. And go watch. No, it's a great video. People's pockets right now
Yeah.
cannot handle the cost of this thing if it's above probably $800 or going into 1,000. That's absurd. This will already be a niche because, as we
Yeah.
have reported on before, and as our comments, the hardcore PC market, they do not give two shits about this. They have their rigs. They are set to go and they are ready to buckle down, clamp down until this RAM shit and GPU shit solves itself.
Yeah.
This product, and I'm going to say product, I'm not going to say console, I'm going to say PC. This product is poised to bridge the gap, casual console players, to getting them into the PC market without all the extra fluff and detail. If it goes the route of this 1,000+ doll hairs, because let's be serious, it's 950. That's a fucking $1,000. You're $50 short.
Eh,
Don't bullshit me.
and we haven't even calculated taxes yet. Like, you're gonna be at
Have not
1,100.
calculated taxes, and then you have to also add where's this being built, because then that will be import duty slash tariffs that could also be slapped on. There's a lot from the narrative that is missing. People are ignoring. I'm saying this as a consumer, as a casual PC. I have a Steam Deck, so I know something. This will be dead if it is over that price.
Dead on
Plain
arrival.
simple. Period. It will become even more niche. Now, don't get me wrong. You will have the people who will shell out and buy it. Besides the influencers and people that get it, try it and do reviews on it, you're gonna have people who will give it a whirl. You know, the people who want to keep pushing their options. The guy who has a Lenovo Legion Go and the Xbox ROG Ally X Double Deluxe, whatever. But as far as mass market adoption, which is what I am sure they are going for, it won't happen. Not when your grocery bill for just a week is pushing $600-700. I'll even give you the leeway of saying probably 2 weeks. Not when you have Nvidia talking about raising the price possibly from $2,000 to $5,000 just because, hey, we can and somebody gonna pay for it. That's absurd. You risk alienating your biggest audience, and we've reported on this. The casual is the biggest market. It's not the hardcore. The hardcore is compared to the casuals because there's so many of them. They chase the trends, go where the hip hop kids go, but also they're very conscientious. This shit costs too much, and everyone is hurting in the midst of all these layoffs. This will not work. And I'm sure there'll be people like, oh, people will find a way. Yes, you will have those who will probably let their rent lapse. Car insurance or whatnot go over for entertainment. Those are exceptions to the norm. They are not the masses. I know people who still have a PS4 Pro. Why would I buy a PS5 when majority of the games still come out on there? And then they feel, oh well, I'll get a PS5 right before the PS6 come out because then everything be cheaper. But now, in what environment? I just don't see this being that way. Now, also too, I'll also give you this could be placeholders because we still do not have a definitive release date on it. Valve has come out and said next to nothing since they announced the damn thing. Only except that it won't be subsidized. That's the only thing they fucking said and came out after the announcement of this. It won't be subsidized. I want to say this. It ain't gonna work, baby. And no $1,000. Ain't gonna work. And then I'll say this too. If $1,000 is getting any of you all about this product, let me remind you, Project Magnus is Xbox's next console release. And they have talked, and it has been rumored through the grapevine of industry vets and workers that thing is looking at a $1,200 release. It is, and they keep saying this. It is a premium device, a premium console for premium gamers. So if a grand is making you feel and shake in your wallet, what you gonna do with 1,200 before tax? I think this is absurd. This is absurd. But I understand it ain't Valve's fault. This is a bad hand they got dealt in this economy, in these quote unquote macro economic times. If it's this price, I'm perfectly fine with my Steam Deck that I did not pay for. And then the second news, the Steam Machine verification badge. Another Valve employee came out and said that, if a game is verified on a Steam Deck, it's automatically working on a Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is 6 to 8 times more powerful than it. I can't remember the exact. But now on that caveat, that is somewhat good news as opposed to discerning price tag, because that will once again open another door for the mass and more mass adoption into the Steam/PC ecosystem. Everyone boasts about Steam and PC games are cheaper and this and that. You're guaranteeing that there'll be less constraint, more streamlined across the board, and less hiccups for the consumer to get from platform to the games, then that just works out better for everybody. More choice, more option is always better. Now you have a Steam machine, you have the Steam VR thing, you have the Steam Deck. You can't afford one, here's another. You don't like either one and you have your laptop. Hey, great job. Hey, you want to be head honcho, the big guy on campus? You have your rig. Everyone is winning when we all have options to get access to these games or these products for which we want to consume. I appreciate that streamline and everything, but like I said, it's a small light compared to the pricing of this. Everything is about pricing because let me remind you as well, Valve just discontinued the lowest barrier to get into the Steam Deck. The LCD model, they've discontinued that now. I don't know if they fully sold out of whatever remaining stock they have, which I'm pretty sure they have at the time of recording this video, January 18th. But now your only option to Steam Deck and their Valve's ecosystem on a easier choice to your wallets is $500+. Chris, where do you see these options, this news, particularly especially with this pricing? This is a placeholder.
Listen, I had already said, I think in the last video that we done on Steam and this hardware, I was tapping out because nah. Once I saw not won't be subsidized, I already knew what time it was. But I do want to play devil's advocate in a way because you brought up the next Xbox, and they have stated it is a premium product for premium people. So maybe this $1,000 price tag or average between the two models that they're saying, maybe Steam already knows they're not selling to casual people. They are selling to people that want a premium experience. Now, I guess the only question at that point will be, does this satisfy premium buyers? Is this considered a premium level machine? That's only something that can be answered once it's felt, you see what it handles, its output, and all that. I do want to make that just that devil's advocate that maybe they don't give a damn about the casual people, that average Joes and Moes that, can't afford this because they're not pricing it at a casual level. And that might be just done with intent. Maybe they was forced to do that price, because of all the circumstances. But I'll say to that, baby, they've been talking to their suppliers that make these things. They knew this shit was hidden before the public knew. They can't tell me. So they could have rushed to launch it, so it could have been at a more affordable price, before all this chip madness. Because don't act like these people that is in business with these chip makers did not know this boom and this increase was gonna happen after they signed them contracts with the data center people and all. They knew. They knew this shit was coming. So, but Steam didn't choose to do that. They didn't rush to market knowing that this shit was happening. Maybe they saw this as a chance to charge a premium price for a not premium product. Possibilities are endless. I do want to talk about the PC because I have been recently humbled, and I'll tag the video somewhere around here. Humbled after I compared the price of buying a PlayStation 5 and Series X, how it's not affordable even now at its price. When we've been brainwashed to think buying the console over building the PC is the cheaper option. Baby, we did the breakdown in the video. It's not. It actually became out cheaper even though it was an entry level came out to be $1,500. A mid was about 26, 25 or so. So if this is targeting the mid PC people, hey, $1,000 is gonna look like a steal. Now you have to ask, is it just as powerful as the old mid PC that you would build? I think that's the biggest question now. Start saying mid tier PCs, that's already mean you're not gonna get no casual buyers because casual buyers normally don't buy the mid. The mid, over 2 grand. $1,000 could look like a fucking steal, but we'll have to wait and see because is this really gonna match specs and all that? Only time will tell. But I will say this: it's January 18th. This is supposed to come out in March. When are they gonna give us the official pricing? Because that's the only thing that anybody cares about at this point with this product. What's the official price? Because that's gonna go ahead and tell them casual people, hey, bye. Go ahead, don't even look at no news. I swear to God, if mofos was following this little story and every update, they won't pay it no mind once you tell these people it's $1,100. Once you say that, nah, they'll be good. Shit, this might kill the news outlet because now it keeps running rampant because people are guessing and all that and shit. It'll go quiet because why? niche, very niche. Not there's not a lot of people that's about to drop $1,100 on a video game these days just because the times we're in. It's just continuing to wait and see. But baby, it's about to be February. Shit's supposed to come out in March. Are they gonna delay this? And then if you delay it, people are really gonna stop talking about it. So I don't know. This is a crazy, crazy little product that they're trying to do, but I feel like this could be dead on arrival. If this is priced about 1,200, because and then I know they said the mid tier PC probably is the customer they're looking at, but would somebody with a mid tier setup buy this? That's my question too. If you already got a rig and you already set up, why would you buy this? Just so you can have a little box that goes to your TV, but your PC probably goes to your TV now, and I just don't understand. And maybe some PC people can get in the comments and let me know what would be the reason if you have mid tier PC as it is, get this. Now, if you didn't, maybe you still on entry level. I could kind of understand why you would buy this product. I just don't get it, and I guess I can just plead ignorance because ignorance is bliss. But I just don't get why anybody would buy this if you already got something in your house. I got a PlayStation 5. I'm not buying this over a PlayStation 5 that works perfectly fine. I have an Xbox. It works perfectly fine. I'm not buying this, at least not right now. I mean, something will really have to happen. And even then, I think I'll be more leaning towards building a PC than buying this. So I'm very confused on where this lies in real customers' mindset, because why buy something else when what you have may be more powerful? You don't have to buy anything else. It's already set up. You've already spent the money investing in this product. Why then go around and give these people $1,000 for this cube? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below how you feel, what you think, and what you believe. And definitely please answer my question. If you already got a mid-tier PC, or if you already got a Xbox or PlayStation, why would you need to buy this? At the end of the day, it's just going to be another expensive product that's in your house. I mean, and maybe you got money to blow it, but I don't feel like a lot of consumers in 2026 is trying to just look for ways to blow money. And, hey, maybe you one percenters, maybe, hey, your sales will be enough, but I don't think it's going to be enough, at least not for Steam. But yeah, that's all I got. Let me know in the comments below how you feel.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, are you not entertained?